Okay, so today we're going to do pick a card, and it will be a pick a card for the new moon in Cancer. So this is a new moon reading. So if you pick your set 1, set 2 and set 3, and I'll go through them each one by one. So with this reading, it will be guidance for what you need to know for the next 2 weeks leading up to the full moon in Capricorn. So we'll jump right into it, and we'll go with set 1. Alright, so here we've got the Knave of Chalices, we've got Spiritual Strength, and we've got Pomeranian Dog. Alright, so the Knave of Chalices here, this could mean that there could be some jealousy flying around at the moment. So whether this be to do with, probably to do with a relationship, could be to do with work. So, jealousy in your work environment where maybe somebody's, done better than you, or somebody's got, a pay rise and you're jealous of that, or something along those lines. So it could be to do with work, but I kind of feel like it is more to do with a relationship here. It could possibly mean that somebody's maybe come along and kind of taken the attention away from a person close to you, and you've kind of felt a bit jealous of that connection with that other person. So it could also mean that somebody, I don't really feel like it's you. I feel like it's another person close to you that is being offered something, that an opportunity, possibly they've heard it by a phone call or an email, and you're kind of sitting here like, why didn't that happen to me? Or you're kind of wanting the same things as the other person's got, but you haven't got them just yet. So it could be causing you just to kind of feel a little bit sorry for yourself, I think. It's paired with Spiritual Strength. It shows that you have to, hold yourself up here, and you've got everything that you need to build your dreams. So don't worry about what anybody else is doing, just worry about what you're building up, and just work on your spiritual strength to not let this affect you. Because over here you're kind of getting all these feelings of jealousy and being down in the dumps, but here you're quite calm and centered. So this is the person that you want to be to get through these next 2 weeks. You got to tap into your dreams rather than worrying about what everybody else is doing. And so that paired with Pomeranian Dog, the 9 of Summer as well. This one says, now is the time when your dreams come true. Don't worry about how this will happen. Just give gratitude to God or universe or whatever you want to call it for all that you have and all that is still yet to come. So you've got good things coming for you here. Sometimes we want to know the plan. We want to know exactly how it's going to happen, but sometimes we don't actually need to know how it's going to happen. We just need to have faith that it will happen. So that's what you've got to do for the next 2 weeks. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. Just go through the next 2 weeks knowing that you're working towards your dreams and that it will come to you. Alright, so that is our set 1, and we'll move on to set 2. Okay. Alright, so for set 2, we've got the 5 of Swords, we've got movement, choices and decisions, and we've got the Empress, which is Angora Rabbit. So with this 5 of Swords, I feel like there is a bit of tension going on at the moment. So there's a bit of conflict happening between 2 people. I feel like it is someone who is really close to you. So it's someone that you know really close, so maybe a family member, or I don't think it's a partnership here. I think it's more, I kind of get the feeling that this is more a motherly figure. So it could be to do with, your mum or a family member, or a friend who is like, who mothers you a bit, or that kind of mother figure. But anyway, I think there's a bit of tension, and it could possibly be that because you're feeling so sad, they feel it too. You're very soul connected, so whatever you go through, they go through at the same time as well. So like you're both going through the same feelings and everything. It could possibly be that the conflict is between the 2 people, so possibly with that paired with movement, choices and decisions, there could be something that you feel like you want to do, but maybe the other person doesn't agree on it. Maybe they don't see your way of doing things and they just don't get it, but something you really want to move forward with, but they just don't understand your reasoning behind it. So that's where you might feel like you don't have a lot of support. So you are going to be moving with something, and you've got choices and decisions to make. So probably quite big things as well. So you've got these doorways here and you've got to choose one of them, and one of them's going to lead you down a completely different path. So it's quite a big decision that you're making here. And over here with the Empress can also represent motherly energy as well. So there's something going on here. Maybe a few of you have something to do with your family environment, you being the mum, or perhaps there's a new baby on the way, or there's something going on within the family environment. But this is saying that whatever choice that you've got to make here, you've got to make it pretty quick. There's no sitting around with this new move that you're going to make. Time to hop into action. Use your natural creativity to bring forth prosperity and success into your life. So this new move that you're going to be making is a good one. So don't worry about what these other people are saying. I know you feel really close to these people and you feel like you want to take their opinions on board, but sometimes, you know best, and you know what's best for you and what path for you to take. So they've got good intentions, but just go with what you feel is right. The Empress, you're really in control, you're really intuitive at the moment. So any decision that you're making good ones. You're not making bad decisions, you're not making rash decisions or ones that's going to steer you in the wrong. You're making really good decisions. So take this next 2 weeks just to decide on which path you want to go down and make it happen, because your success is coming for you. All right, so that is our set 2, and we'll go on to set 3. All right, set 3. So here we've got strength, we've got new beginnings, and we've got 3 of winter, which is the rose-breasted grosbeak. I've not actually ever heard of that before, but I don't know if I've said that right, but I'll double check that. Alright, so what these cards are bringing up is that, so the Strength card, the Strength is all about energy and power and being full of courage and making things happen. Also about overcoming things as well. So you've got really good strength here to make things happen. And I kind of get the energy from this as well that it could involve traveling here. So the Strength card, you've made a decision here, and this new beginning is coming. And with the World here, I feel like there's some movement going on here. So I don't know whether that be overseas travel or travel possibly within New Zealand or within the country that you're living in. But it's like you've got your bag, you got your shoes on, and you're going places. So there's definitely movement here. Strength is probably like you've had to battle through something to get to this point. From this as well, I kind of get that you've had to go through a few battles. You've perhaps had to try and be the tough guy or girl to overcome things. And if you are perhaps an emotional person as well, it's kind of like you've had to put that emotion to the side and just get on with things and be a little bit emotionless throughout this, but you've made it. You're at that point now where these new beginnings are happening. And with this 3 of winter here, it says sadness is a part of life, but you don't have to endure it alone. You may need a little time to heal, but once you work your way through the emotions, you'll be stronger than before. So something is feeling like a bit of a loss here. So you are leaving something behind, and you are quite sad about that. So it's not an easy move. You'll probably be very excited for this new beginning, but you'll also be leaving something behind that you really care about, and that you know, you feel like you really want to take them with you, or you want to take that situation with you, but you can't. You know you've got to leave it behind and to move on to this new thing. So you are going to need a little time to get your head around that throughout the next 2 weeks, and feel all your emotions that you feel about it. You know, don't bottle anything up, because bottling things up is the worst thing to do. But yeah, it's like you're coming into a much more positive time now, a much more calmer time. You know, here it was very, you know, aggressive and battling, and you're over that now. Like, you've done that work, that's gone now. You don't have to do that anymore, and the work that you've put in is helping you with this new beginning. So much calmer times now. This person is a calm person. This person is excited about this new beginning and stepping out into something new. So yeah, so that is our set 3. All right, so that is all of our sets. So next pick a card will be on Monday, and answers up on Tuesday. And if you'd like a personal online reading, just email me at hello@staceysadler.com, and we will see you next week.